So I've just made this quick cube, right? Because I wanted to show this cool thing which I found out which you can do with sculpting and texturing brushes, right? So this has a subdivision surface modifier, a lot of vertices. So if I hit one, yeah, not a lot. So I'm just probably going to apply this so that we can get some more. There we go. Now does look a bit weird. Hear me out, right? But the good thing is that we now have a lot of vertices that we can sculpt with. Well, a lot more at least. In fact, I'm actually just going to add another one and apply that as well. So now there's a lot more that we can sculpt with. So one of the things that I want to show about with sculpting is that if we go to the front perspective and it's this stroke, right? This stroke option. So what I just found out is that with curve, we can actually get a really cool curve going with the brushes that we use. So if I select here and then I can go like this to make a bezier. So hold up, let's go undo like that to make a cool bezier, right? So since there's a cylinder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select around here and then I'm going to just drag until we can get that circle shape roughly. Same with the center here. Same with the center here. Same with this. Sometimes Blender does replicate that for you, like the thing that you're working. Oh shit! Hold up. Let's. It's a bit weird. Alright. Honestly, I'm not even that good with curves, right? But this is just for demonstration purposes. So once we've done that, we hit draw curve, right? And what it's done is that it's pulled that bit in, and it's actually quite useful for many things in this software. For example, if I wanted to put let's just say I wanted to raise that or create like a pre-sharp space curve, draw curve. Okay, the curve disappeared for some reason. Let's go back to this. See, is the curve still here? Yeah, it is. There we go. So as you can see, it's just drawn a circular rim around the area that I needed. This would have been so much more useful if I had known that earlier, but the thing is I didn't. So this is very, very useful for sculpting in general. Again, I can just go here, draw curve, and I can just add as many curves as I want. Unfortunately, can I? Let's see. Now, okay, this is another very useful feature. I can select the curve and I can also scale that down, stroke, and I can draw here. So I can just infinitely make circles. The only limitation of this by far that I know of is that I am unable to transfer curves across different brushes. So if I go back here, my stroke is still here, but draw curve, right? So paint curve, my stroke is still here. But if I go over to clay thumb, for example, and I hit stroke and I hit for example, paint curve. Let's try this. So yeah, it does work. So you can do it on other like ones as well. You can move this scale on different axes. I assume at least GZ, GY, SY. Yeah. And then I can just go stroke, draw curve. It's a little bit screwed up along the bottom, but that's okay. And as you can see, that's sculpting with draw curve.